Welcome back. In some international updates now, and one big story. Tension appears to be escalating between the United States and Pakistan. Foreign Minister Hina Rabbani Kar will stay till the end of the United Nations General Assembly session. She has reportedly been briefed to represent Pakistan's position forcefully in her speech scheduled for tomorrow.
Contrary to media reports, Pakistan's foreign minister is not cutting short her visit to the United States. Pakistani officials have told NDTV that Hina Rabbani Kar will return after her address to the UN General Assembly tomorrow, as scheduled. But tensions over America's accusation that the ISI supports the Haqqani terror group have only worsened in the last 24 hours. Sources say that while back-channel talks are underway to defuse the standoff, the Americans have conveyed that unilateral action is an option if Islamabad doesn't act against the Haqqanis. The crisis is so serious that Army Chief General Ashfaq Kiani held an emergency meeting with his top commanders on a holiday, Sunday. And while they decided to defuse tensions, reports say they have ruled out action against the Haqqani group under US pressure.
Moving ahead, here's an NDTV Hindu exclusive. My colleague and senior editor Bhama Ravi spoke to the lead pair of Elan Arivu. Here's a quick look at what you can expect.
Shruti Hassan, Kamal Hassan's daughter, who's debuting in Tamil cinema now with Eram Arivu.
Yes.
What has the journey been like, and when is the film releasing, Shruti?
The journey has been so fantastic. We're going to need 2 hours to discuss it. The film is releasing this Diwali.
Okay.
Yeah.
And your role is pretty exciting. That's what you've been telling us. What is the name of the character that you play?
I'm playing a young scientist called Subhash Srinivasan. She's really a very interesting character, and by interesting, I know everybody kind of abuses that word interesting, but she really has so many dimensions. As you know, the story from what you can see in the trailers kind of goes from 6th century Bodhidharman, you know, this unsung hero in history, to the character that Surya is playing in contemporary times. There is a link between these two, and she really is that link. She's the bridge, she's the catalyst, she's the pivot, whatever you want to call it. So in that itself, she's interesting in the bigger picture. But as a character, she's interesting because she's almost like this incredible mind, but she's really just trapped in the body of this young girl, from what I understood of the character. So she's young, she's all of that, she has all the emotions that are young. She's like anybody my age, of, you know, her cell phone, her friends, her life. But on the other end, her mind and her mental capacity has developed so strongly, and her conviction is so strong. So it's like she's living two parallel universes, you know, between young and wise and simple and genius. So to balance this for me was great, and because of you know, Murugadosa's very clear and very concise way of bringing that performance out of me, I feel that I was able to achieve some degree of satisfaction on his scale.
Okay, great. Are you also dubbing in the film yourself?
Yes, of course, because you know, this film is somewhere linked with Tamil culture and Tamil pride, but not in the way that is generally understood. A pride of this unsung hero, that, you know, just how we must acknowledge those around us, those before us, and I think that is it's beautiful. And Murugadosa sir definitely wanted me to dub for myself, also because the performance, and also because he wanted a Tamil girl to play this Tamil role.
This film, Eram Arivu, it's been shot in Shaolin Temple. So, a little bit about that experience, and also, you know, what did you learn as far as martial arts is concerned?
Oh, we were surprised and little taken aback to learn most of the self-defense techniques have gone from India. And as I keep saying, through the Silk Route from Kanjipuram to China was, I never knew about it. Before this film, I didn't have any clue about it. So, and also these things, I don't know why we missed it, why it was erased, or whatever happened. I think we should try to think like this is ours now. We can feel proud that our culture and our art forms, everything was so good, so rich. And a nice thing about it is they still respect and say they are nowhere trying to cover it up or not say. Every statue, it's written it's a Indian monk. They are proud to say, they don't want to
brush it aside or
whatever. Everywhere it's clearly written it's Damo, the Indian monk. So they've given that much respect for this person who had travelled in the 5th century. So it was a big experience. Everybody is ready to teach that technique. They still give that respect. Even in the shooting spot, when they came to know we are shooting about this person,
Particular monk.
like 3 in the morning, from kids to elders, they were all ready to shoot. It was not like a work atmosphere. It became like a temple. It was like that much of discipline. It was like worship. It was totally different from the regular shooting spot. They all thought, we were shooting about Damo, and they had to give everything for that shoot.
So it must have been easier for you also to get into the role completely. Okay. But what about martial arts? Did you learn anything new there?
See, as I told you, this person who taught me said I know very little of martial arts. I can't say I know everything. I've learned everything. Okay, what's your experience, sir? How many years did you learn all this? I was in Shaolin Temple for 34 years. So that's what they say. And after 34 years, he says, I know very little. So what I learned, I can't even compare or even want to bring up that topic. I was there for 15 days, and before shoot, morning and after pack up, I had this opportunity to practice with some Vietnamese people and from the Chinese people. They learned those techniques particularly for this film, and it's not what is happening now, not contemporary. We want to show what was the 5th century, how the basics were, how it all started. So all that was incorporated. Peter Hain master, luckily he had this knowledge in martial arts and different techniques, so he went back to the basics, and he made me train those art forms.
Well, that's all we have time for. We'll be back in just a few minutes with lots more news and updates. Keep watching.